Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of the Bruins Beat live on YouTube and StreamYard.com. It is Michael Fletcher alongside my good buddy Michael Bullock. And, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are talking Game 3, or I should say, yes, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference first round matchup between the Boston Bruins and the Carolina Hurricanes. And when it was all said and done, the Boston Bruins gets the victory by the final score of 3-1 over the Carolina Hurricanes, and the Bruins have taken a 2-1 series lead. Let's break it down for you and tell you how this happened. Basically, in the first period, it was literally no scoring, so neither team could break through in the first. Yaroslav Halak and Peter Mrazek were both basically standing on their heads. Absolutely incredible work by both teams. Carolina dominated the opening period, outshooting the Bruins 15-7. In the second period, that's when the scoring started, and it started really early. Charlie Coyle gets a power play goal 14 seconds into the period, assisted by Brad Marchand and David Krejci. That gave the Boston Bruins a 1-0 lead, and that was all the scoring in the second period. Boston dominated in the second period, outshooting the Carolina Hurricanes 20-8. Going into the third, it basically started the same thing like the last period. Power play for Carolina, a penalty on the Bruins. Well, normally would be advantage Carolina. It was a shorthanded goal. Sean Corrali gets his first of the playoffs at a minute 16. Charlie Coyle and Charlie McAvoy with the assists. 2-0 Bruins. Well, then another power play for the Carolina Hurricanes, and this time they made Boston pay for it, as it was Nino Niederreiter getting the power play goal, the first of the postseason for him, at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. And by all indications, by a lot of people, this was a fluke goal. Basically, Yaroslav Halak misplayed the puck, and it somehow found the back of the net. A total miscommunication, a total mistake by Halak. However, that was the only mistake he made in the game, because then later in the game, David Krejci to Brad Marchand, there was an empty net, and Marchand buries it for the second of the postseason for him, and that was the 3-1 final margin. Our 3 stars of the game: David Krejci, the number 3 star with 2 assists in the game; Brad Marchand with a goal and the assist, and actually the basically the icing on the cake, as we would say, with the empty netter, with about 30 seconds left, and Charlie Coyle, the man who got the first goal of the game and assisted on the game-winning goal, which was a minute 16 in the third. That was the difference, and Charlie Coyle gets the number 1 star. Yaroslav Halak, great job in relief. As many of you know, Tuukka Rask opted out about an hour before puck drop. Yaroslav Halak, 29 saves on 30 shots. And Peter Mrazek had a pretty good game himself. 36 saves on 38 shots. On 38 shots in the game. The Bruins outshot Carolina, I should say, sorry. Outshot Carolina 39-30, but the second and third period, the Bruins had 32-15. Literally, Carolina had 15 shots in the first period alone. They only mustered 15 shots for the remainder of the game. Great defense by the Boston Bruins. They literally shut them down in the game. They out dominated them on the face-off circle, 57-42 on power plays. On the power play, Boston was 2 for 5. Was 1 for 5 on the power play. So was Carolina 1 for 5. The hitting was almost even, 37-35. But the big story, the Boston Bruins not only won the game, they dominated this one. Michael Bullock, this is the President's Trophy looking Boston Bruins. I know you've been looking for them. I know you said that they haven't been playing great. This looked like a complete Bruin performance. This was completely utter domination yesterday.
Oh yeah, it was definitely domination. Now this is the President's Trophy winning Boston Bruins that we saw during the regular season, obviously before the pandemic shut down everything. And yeah, I mean, it seemed like when the announcement when Tuukka Rask said that he was opting out of the rest of the season, it almost served like as a wake up call for the Bruins. It brought this team together, and they're saying, "Hey, we need to rally behind Yaroslav Halak because he is our guy now for the remainder of our Stanley Cup run." And Halak really stepped up yesterday, and yeah, the Bruins. I mean, they dominated that second and third period with more shots on goal, and yeah, you had Charlie Coyle and Sean Corrali really step up and get a goal in the game. I mean, Brad Marchand got the empty netter to pretty much seal the victory for the Bruins, and yeah, the defense really stepped up and shut down the Carolina Hurricanes. I mean, yeah, it was a fluky goal, a little miscommunication by Halak and the defense, but other than that big blunder, I think it was a really good job by the defense. And yeah, I was calling for this team to step up and show why they are the President's Trophy. Well, they won the President's Trophy, and they really stepped up. And now I've heard some people say maybe the Bruins are better off without Tuukka Rask because because remember Fletch in that run to the Stanley Cup Finals last year. Some say he didn't come up with that big time moment where he made a great save and was one of the reasons why the Bruins lost out in the Stanley Cup Finals in Game 7. Because I think Tuca got outplayed in that series by Jordan Bennington of the St. Louis Blues. So yeah, so I'm not trying to say like Tuukka Rask is a. I mean, he's still a good goalie. I mean, but we'll wait and see how it goes the rest of the way with this with Yaroslav Halak. But it was definitely a big step for him. Um, yeah, now they Bruins take all the momentum going into Game 4 tomorrow night. Can they step it up? Can they continue to step it up even more? I mean, we want to see more from Patrice Bergeron, from your defensive captain Zdeno Chara, and of course the big question here, Fletch, is will David Pastrnak play in Game 4? I mean, I heard the reports from practice today, and Bruce Cassidy said that he is 50-50 going into Game 4. So we're going to have to wait and find out. But so, yeah, they won without Rask and Pastrnak, but if they get Pastrnak back, that could be a huge lift for them even more. So, first big step for Bruins without Rask. Can the momentum continue? We're just going to have to wait and find out. So, but yeah, I mean, a good win for them yesterday. They really needed it. It was a win that pretty much lifted the team up after hearing the news that their main goalie is opting out of the rest of the Stanley Cup run. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we get some more production from some of the other main guys. I mean, yeah, it was good to see some of the guys like Sean Corrales and Charlie Coyle, but hopefully we get some more Charlie McAvoy, uh, and of course your veteran leaders of Patrice Bergeron, who did get the winning goal in the double overtime victory, and hopefully some more from Big Z. So nice win, nice momentum win. Can it carry over to Game 4? We'll find out tomorrow night. And of course, you can catch the action on NBCSN, uh, or if you're a Bruins fan, you can catch it on Nesson. Of course, you got Jack Edwards and Andy Brickley on the call for that one, as they always do. So no matter what, you definitely want to check it out tomorrow night. So Fletch, I mean, all I can say is this was definitely a momentum building win for the Bruins yesterday.
Momentum building, and now the question is for Carolina is how do you bounce back from that loss? Basically, that was a devastating loss for them. How does Carolina answer? They need this game. If they don't get this one, this could be a wrap, and it could be goodbye Carolina, Boston off to the next round of the playoffs, and
Mm-hmm.
we're just gonna have to wait and see. So what's gonna happen is tomorrow will be basically we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. If the game ends earlier than expected, then we might do a Bruins beat before we do the wrestling form or ridiculously raw. We might do that. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So until then, for Michael Bullock, I'm Michael Fletcher. Thank you so much, guys, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye bye.